Lord of the Rings draft. We open a very nice rare here. It's Flowering of the White Tree. It's a 2-mana glorious anthem, but also all legendaries get an additional +1/+0, so +2/+1, and Ward 1. And every time a ring tempts you, you get to give that bonus to that card. Samwise is a great card too, so the best card here are white. And these are... the rest of the cards are sort of fine. I'm going to take this card. It is double white, but it's still a fine play on turn 4, so I'm going to be looking to be a heavier white deck, preferably like 9 planes is fine. You don't need like an insane amount, but we shall see. Now there's Butterbur, 3/3/4/4 that makes a food on every end step if you don't control a food. So that would put me into a green-white food deck, which I'm not super excited about. Eagles of the North is a fine card. It has plane cycling 1, so if you got a planes in your opening hand, you can cast this on turn 2 if you get that. I've been reasonably impressed with the Bath Song. This is not the fastest of formats, and this does make you up a card and make sure you're not getting decked and giving you an extra card. So blue-white is the draw 2 archetype, which this works okay with. So if I were to take another colored card, it would probably be the Bath Song and go into like blue-white. But a Flowering of the White Tree, it's not that it's best in blue-white, although it could be fine. I think I'm going to play it a little safe here and take Eagles of the North. It's a pretty good card in a deck that wants to have a lot of creatures in play, which Flowering of the White Tree makes you want to have. Now there's Esquire of the King, another go wide card. Not been too impressed by that card. I have liked Mordor Muster though. It's basically a 1/1 that loses your life and draws your card. You could also add a counter to an army you already have. These green cards are not so great, I don't think. This card could be good, but you probably needed to have it on turn 1 for it to be amazing. So I'm going to take Mordor Muster here. And black-white is a nice archetype. You can grind your opponent out with a lot of sacrifice stuff and things like that. Stewards of Osgiliath is pretty mediocre. There is, however, Lash of the Balrog, a fine card, and it works pretty nicely with Mordor Muster too, because you can sacrifice the 1/1 without giving up a card, and then it's a pretty good combo. So I think I'm going to take my first Lash of the Balrog over my second Mordor Muster. Gimli is a good card, but it's I don't think it's worth switching colors for just that. So, all right, there is Escape from Orthanc, Nimble Hobbit, Took Reaper, or Troll of Khazad-dûm. I think I like the Troll here the best. It's a pretty nice card and pretty good finisher. Very hard to block, and you can even combine it with some cards like the 5-mana Reanimate spell. The Shire is a decent card, but I like Protector from Gondor. It's very good with Flowering of the White Tree. Anytime you have a Glorious Anthem, you want a card that creates 2 bodies. The 1/1 you can sacrifice to Lash of the Balrog too. There are also Eastling Vanguard, a fine card, but I like a card that makes 2 bodies, also with Eagles of the North. Alright, I haven't been too impressed by Great Hall of the Citadel. Peregrine Took is a card that has my attention in green-white. If you can make like 1/1 soldiers, you're getting an extra food, and at some point you're going to draw an extra card. I like Stern Scolding too. I think the card I'm most likely to play here is Rally of the Hornburg. Very good card with Flowering of the White Tree. But we shall see. Second Eagles of the North. That's about as many as I want to play. There isn't anything super good here anyway. I'll put the Rally in the sideboard for now though. Mostly not so good stuff. Taking more knife wound. I prefer not to play this card, but it is a card you can play. You have better options in black. You have a 3 mana, destroy a creature, the ring tempts you. You have Lash of the Balrog. You also have an uncommon 4 mana card that you can kill for cost for 1 black mana if it's been dealt damage. So you just have better option than this card, but it is a playable card in the worst case. So I got 3 6-drop, but they're all our land cyclers. I got some decent cards. I don't really have any legendaries and no way to make things legendary. Okay, this is a 5-drop and it's pretty decent. You can have expendable cards to give up, so don't mind that card. There are Willowwind. And Escape from Ortank is fine, but I don't think I need this right now. Okay. Open the red card, which is good, but hard to cast. And kind of awkward together with Flowering of the White Tree. I think I'm just going to take Claim the Precious. It's a 3 mana murder, sorcery speed, but the ring tempts you, so it works nice with Flowering of the White Tree. Mana can be rough, but you don't have to cast this on turn 3 either, so I think that's okay. If I wheel Mordor Muster, I'm going to be very excited, but taking a 3 mana removal spell over a hard to cast good red card seems like the way to go. So I do have a lot of creatures, although some of them are expensive, so I would like to lower my curve. A fantastic card would be the white-black sorcery that makes 2 1/1s. Oh, here we have Saruman of Many Colors. I have to read this card because I haven't seen it before. So it's 6 mana for 5/4 with Ward, discard enchantment, instant or sorcery card, which is not always gonna be my opponent's gonna be able to do. And because a second spell, each opponent means 2 cards. Wow, this is so much text. So basically, if you can cast a second card, right, you can make your opponent middle 2. And it sort of seems good if you can pull it off. And I think I'm going to take it here because there isn't anything else I necessarily want to play. I think Hound of Dead Marshes is okay. But I may splash Saruman because it's just lacking 1 color, and that is blue. So that might be doable. Alright, so now we have Shire Sheriff, 2/2 with Vigilance. You can sacrifice a token. So right now, that could be the token from Mordor Muster. Or the Protector from Gondor token. Alternatively, there is like a Mirkwood Bat, which seems okay. I don't really need another Troll. And these cards are okay. I'm going to take Shire Sheriff. I think it's a pretty decent card. And if nothing else, it's just a 2/2 for 2, which is okay. Well, here was the card I was talking about. Tale of Tinuviel. So 5 mana. First chapter is kind of whatever. You make a card indestructible, so it's a pretty good blocker or attacker. But then you return a creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield, and then you give something life. I already have 1 Troll and 2 Eagles. So the question is, do I want this 5 mana card, or do I want Nasty End? Which is also not super great. I think I'm gonna try this Tale. It's pretty good with I have 3 land cyclers. So basically gonna have a good target for this most of the time, I think. If I can get Saruman in my graveyard, it's also a good way. Okay. It's a second Lash of the Balrog or the first Westfold Rider. I think I'm gonna take my first Westfold Rider. I've been pretty impressed with this card, and it's nice to have more creature when you got Flowering of the White Tree, and it deals with some annoying artifacts and enchantments. If I already didn't have a Lash of the Balrog, I think I would take that. But I have Lash, I have Mordor, I have Claim the Precious. So I have 2 good removal spells already. Alright. Hobbit's Bite is fine. Nimble Hobbit, nah, mediocre. I don't think I need now for Wrath nor for Runes. Just a bad version of Flowering of the White Tree. I could take the Soldier of the Grey Host as an okay 4-mana card. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Soldier. In Black-White you don't really need these mediocre removals. Okay, so here's a card that could help me splash Saruman. There is this card, another mediocre removal spell. Took Reaper, okay. I think I'm gonna take Great Hall to help me splash this Saruman. Enchantment, instant or sorcery with equal or lesser mana than that spell. I don't know. Could just be that Saruman is a trap. Not exactly sure about that. Slip on the Ring, Orcish Medicine, or Banish, I guess. That's fine. Okay, so I'm getting to a reasonable amount of creatures now. Guess I'll take Snarling Warg. I do have a lot of humans, but not an insane amount. Alright, Haunted Wheel. I like it better than Nimble Hobbit. I wish I had a little more legendary creatures, but still, this is so confusing. This card, so much text. Whenever you cast a second spell, each opponent mills 2. When one or more cards are milled this way, which always happens, I mean, it's, I guess I'll take the Eastmark Cavalier. Fill out my deck here. I still can't figure out what Saruman does. It's just so much text. Very confusing. But I think it... now we shall see. Oh, Horn of the Mark. Whenever 2 more creatures you control attack a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You remove either a creature card from among them and put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library random. So if I have 2 creatures that can attack, I get to basically hit a creature. But I do have to have 2 creatures attack. Seems fine, but it's gonna win a long game, because it also is somewhat self-sustainable in that you find more creatures who's gonna make you more able to attack. I think this card is good. There is another Protector, another Shy Sheriff. Yeah, I'm gonna take this card. I think it is good, but it's means I'm gonna have to prioritize creatures here. Shagrat. Is this... Okay, now it doesn't seem very good. Gothmog is good though. It's a 3/3 plus a 1/1 and creature tokens have Death Touch. Yeah, Gothmog seems great. It also is a great combo with all my anthems, so I don't think Shagrat is particularly good. I mean, it's probably good if you're black-red, but if you don't have any equipments, it's just a 4/4/4. But the Gothmog is a legend. It's a 3/3 plus a 1/1. And normally I think Troll is a little better than Protector, but when I have both the Horn and the Anthem, I think I want a 3/3 plus a 1/1. This is a good card also, and this is more of a splashable card than Saruman, I think. There is also Errant Rider of Gondor, which I've been pretty impressed with. So do I want to splash Faramir? Or do I want Errant Rider of Gondor? It's just a solid card. I think I'm just gonna take Errant Rider of Gondor. Don't really need to splash. It's a good card, but as the end could see this deck, I'm a little low on playables, so I wish I had a little more legends. Alright, I guess I'll take a free to the Ring Tempter. This does create a legend, I guess. Sure. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Take another Great Hall, I guess. It's gonna be an interesting day. I may not splash Saruman, just may not be worth it. Alright. Whenever you cast your second spell, each opponent mills 2. Whenever one or more cards is milled this way, exile target enchantment, instant, or sorcery with lesser mana than that spell. Oh man, I guess Torment of Golem is good. Yeah, I'm not gonna splash that. I don't think Saruman is that good. Then I'm not gonna play Great Hall. Alright, I wield the Protector of Gondor. Nice. And it's a rare draft here. Okay, I'm on the draw here with the Horn. And some other good cards. No black mana though, so I wish this was the Troll. I'm gonna keep this, but question is, do I cycle Eagles on turn 1? It's not gonna help me cast my black spells, but it's gonna help me get to 4 mana, so I think I will. I want this white-red. Oh, there goes my Horn, I guess. But my opponent might just trade for it. I would like to trade off for that card, but let's see. I'm definitely playing this, probably blocking. I do have 4 cards in my deck that make 1/1s, so that would be a good trade. Now that's Tirion, so I can't block anymore. It gives this double strike. I mean, big trouble here, I would say. Take 6. Now there is black at least. Okay, so now I'm gonna lead with this. See if I see a land, or I keep it. Probably, I think so, because I have 4 drops, and I'm gonna play this. I almost hope my opponent kills this, because that would take away a free one from the board. So I'm playing this just because I don't see the game going that way. Okay, that's a human. So, and another human. Okay, my opponent is going crazy with humans here. I'm in deep trouble. It's double strike, double strike, double strike. Alright, so if I block like this, I do take 4, 8, 14, so I have to block something else. I could trade, go to 1, that doesn't seem good. Or I can... I think we're just going to do it like this. Jump 6 damage, eat the creature. I think my opponent just had too good of a start for me to come back here. So let's say my opponent has no humans. Then Gothmog is a good play. I could alternately cast Torment of Gollum, make a 2/2, maybe take away a human. Then I do have decent blocks. So do I want to cast Gothmog or the Torment of Gollum? I think trying to get my opponent's only human is a better recipe here. Because a human is a disaster. Okay, that card I couldn't have beaten. Because that would have created 2 humans. So now I have to deal with this equipment, but at least my opponent's creatures doesn't get double strike. For the moment at least. Alright, so I guess I have to block. Unfortunately I have to block like this and go to 1. But next turn I can make 2 creatures at least. This horn has been pretty bad. The tail is gonna be too slow right now, but okay, that's not bad. So how about I actually cast Gothmog, and then I lash Fioren, and I have a 3/3. My opponent can make the creature a 4/3. Things are precarious. Let me just put it that way. Alright, that's game. What? Oh, it doesn't have hate. Oh, I thought it was another card. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's game. This does not do anything. Alright, another chance to do my thing. I do have cheap creatures plus the horn, so let's see. Green, white. 2/2, you can sack a food to make it a 1/1 with vigilance, okay. So let's just play this. It's a card that can trade the easiest against this. If my opponent makes a food. Take it for now though. Boromir. 3/3 vigilance, you can sack it to give creature you control indestructible and the ring tempting. So I think I will cast Mordor Muster here, and that way I can also cycle Eagles. Not attack, and this also gives me a way to cast Lash maybe. Horn has not been so good so far, but I've also been on the draw against people curving out against me. Okay. Yeah, I will take it. And cycle, I guess. So next turn I can go... I don't have clean attacks, but I think Protector of Gondor seems like the best play here. Creates another 1/1. It threatens to block the Watchdog, and sets me up so I might be able to have a nice turn next time where I can go Horn into Eastmark into Lash. Elmen Farset, that's fine. It's just spinning the wheels here. 2 top, 1 bottom. Gets a... That's a good one. It's a 3-2 that draws a card, essentially. But the only good attack here is Frodo, I think. That's okay. And my opponent is just on the first chapter, so... Oh, I can't. What? Oh, I have to block it. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Yeah. Okay, so... I don't think I need to cycle that. Let's start by casting the Horn. Then attack with these 2. Okay, I think take the 3 drop here. Then go land plus must be blocked. Yeah, I think I have to kill Frodo here. Otherwise, just eats my 1/1 every turn. Well, I could sacrifice Boromir, but yeah, maybe I should have just killed Boromir not to give my opponent an option. But oh well. Yeah, that was stupid. Alright, it didn't matter. But opponent gets to attack and loot. Okay, get food, pump Frodo up. Oh crap, I now have to block Frodo. Nice. This is just gross, the things that's happening here. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll play this. Don't have the block in now, at least. Okay, that's gonna bring back something next turn, but this is indestructible. Yeah. Alright. So how about I go Haunt and then I can play Solar and try to trade with Frodo. Yeah, it seems like the play. I'll take a land to cast my Eagles if I want to. Alright. So my plan is to block with Haunt, make it a free one. The further filter doesn't interrupt that. And then next turn I might be able to attack with 2 creatures. We shall see. There's a lot of things that this can go wrong, but one could, for example, sacrifice Boromir here, but at least I get rid of Boromir for not giving up too much, honestly. Ah, I got rid of Frodo, that's nice. The next one I can cast Eagle's attack with both and... or not. Okay. Don't have a legendary creature. I guess I'll still just cast this. It doesn't... I'm gonna attack though. I'll take 4. Don't really want to trade just because I kind of want to attack with 2 creatures next turn and get to look for something. Oh no. Well, that doesn't work anymore. That's a free shooter. Whenever I target it, it phases out. I can still use this ability though, so let's attack with both, trigger the horn. Okay, well, that is one way to things could happen, yeah. I draw a card, make a food. Did draw a removal spell though. It is the whenever I target Boromir is gonna save, but I want to get rid of Boromir. I guess I'll do this and then I don't get any ring tempting, but at least I get rid of. Oh no, okay. Not sure why my opponent didn't sack Boromir, but I think I could play this and yeah, I get to draw a card, so that was a mistake by my opponent, I think. But now I get to draw a card. Still in deep trouble here, but not completely out of it. Attacking with this, huh? So yeah, let's just use my life as a resource here. I can at some point start getting maybe sacking this food for life, but we'll see. Alright, so that could give me a loot as well, sure. Oof. This is not sorcery. Man, oh come on, this is ridiculous. What the hell? What the hell? This is the bane of my deck, I suppose. Sure. Sure. So now you can sack a food to stay alive. Sure. Your turn. We are threading a very thin line here, but I think now I really can't afford to not block, so I'll do that. Nice if someone took a turn off playing something here, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Post combat. Alright. It's gonna be a short draft, I think. Ah man, this horn has not worked out. Alright. Okay. Play that, make a 1/1. Death Toucher. I can sack a creature, make a food if I want to, but no. Old Mild Shire Sheriff. Alright, attack doesn't seem insanely good to me, but what do I know? So sure. I can go to 1 here. Blue as well, huh? So that blocks that blocks that blocks that, and I go to 1. Get rid of everything. It's good to me. And might as well have to bring this back now. 4 Gothmog leaves. Yeah, I take that. Okay. It wasn't so bad for me. This could have been worse. It still has 2 cards though. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is not looking good, is it? So I can play this. And then I can sacrifice the horn to get a food, but I am out of legends after that. Okay. Still is the right card to sacrifice, I think. Like the food, go to 1. It kills me next turn, but I do get a food, so maybe not. Let's attack both, I think. Okay, well, here we are. The protector. The food. Guess I'm dead here too. Alright, I'm dead.